Are you a capo, and are you proud of it? If there was a Jesus, they killed him, and many more like him, for exposing the true nature of religion, which is a way of creating slaves, come soldiers, who will, when required, use lethal force to defend against anyone exposing the gangsters who created and use religions to maintain dominion over slaves. Do you ever wonder why your instinct is to suggest, I am the Antichrist, when I say, the world would be a better place for everyone if we all agreed to treat each other as if they were ourselves, and why this totally peaceful and loving idea, and the sort of thing Jesus was said to have said, should bring about my eternal damnation in hell, and following that logic, and by design not by chance, would suggest if you believe I deserve the punishment of hell, a good worldly kicking or crucifixion would be justified. All for my suggesting you should treat everyone as if they were yourself, and state it openly. The fact that you probably want to kill me still, or at the very least are pretending there is no logic to logic, as God works in mysterious ways, or some shit like that. Whichever of these thought processes you choose to not see logic, will bring you to this thought. I'm offended. This form of defense, i.e., the I'm deeply offended defense, has worked well for the slavers, especially when they did not have a global way of controlling the world's slaves as a whole entity, and had to use division, discrimination, demonization, and wars to control slaves. Do you wonder why the whole world's leadership have suddenly agreed, now is the time for inclusivity, after thousands of years of telling people other people are different and as such need killing? The difference is, they now have a system capable of controlling every individual, individually, i.e., an all-electric CBDC social credit system. The new inclusive super-religion, where even thoughts of offense real or made up, can be punished immediately in a targeted manner. Many thanks again for having a go at defending the indefensible. As it is part of the Blue World Border's mind control defense to have debate about the Blue World Border stopped, long before anyone can expose the crime, that is religion, usually with a crucifixion. LOL. Can you feel the tremor in the Blue World Border, caused by truth being seen? How many people reading this want to kill me? It must be in the billions. Or, it would be, if it was not censored. LOL. So at the risk of offending all you deeply religious, not so nice people, I suggest we start a new society, where we make sure everyone has a decent standard of living first, then allow the highly spiritual people like Russell Brand, Tony Blair, and the Pope to obtain more goods than they need. Thanks to all the people who have watched this video and commented on how the logic used is illogical and people using other people as slaves for their slave masters is what God wants or is the nature of humans, and this crime has not led to, or has, and is all part of God's plan or a result of human nature and heroic, the creation of the CBDC social credit system we are now 95% in. After all, it does take balls to come right out and say you are a criminal gangster, and you are proud of helping create a slave system and one that has ultimately led to you yourself, being just a normal slave, not a capo anymore. LOL.